Hey everyone, today I feel like I am dressed perfectly to talk about the most loved products from January 2022. I've got my blouse on with hearts, I've got a literal love necklace on, and let's get started. As always, I'm going over your favorites from the previous month. We're gonna start with the overall top 10 and then I'll break them out into categories: beauty, go to accessories, and lifestyle. So let's start with the top 10. Number 1, hands down, I was actually kind of shocked, as much as I love this myself, that so many of you did as well. I call this the Amazon heart blouse because there's an upside down heart here, there's a few other hearts, but it's pretty much just an abstract graphic print blouse. I sized up to a medium, absolutely not necessary. There's a ton of room here, and these are 34 double Ds inside, so unless you're incredibly well endowed, I think you can just get your true size. It's nice and lengthy, so if you want to wear it over leggings, you definitely can, and this comes in so many other color combinations, some really nice muted olives and plummy shades, some much brighter shades, so whatever you want, it is there, and it is also extremely affordable. Number 2, not sure this is still in stock, but I'm including Walmart items even if they're not in stock online, because oftentimes you can still find them in your store, and I know a lot of you still go in store to shop. So number 2 is the Better Homes and Gardens Cozy Throw. It's so good. It was the find of the winter, and it's still winter and it's still cold. I'm still using mine. I have 2 on my bed as we speak. Number 3, also from Walmart, the woven hoodie sweater. I call it my adult hoodie. I still only have it in the one color. I really want to buy that beautiful blue that it also comes in, but I'm also aware that in just a couple of weeks, we're pretty much well into spring in Texas and I will never reach for it, so I'm trying to restrain myself. But if you live somewhere cooler and you have a little bit more time to wear it, definitely pick this hoodie up. It's so perfect, and it's great even for layering under a cardigan or a blazer or a jacket, or just wear it all by itself. Obviously, it's a standout among all of you as well. Number 4, I was frankly shocked that so many people purchased this, or at least you used a link that looks like you purchased this, and it is the La Prairie Skin Caviar Foundation. And look, don't get me wrong, I like it. I think it's a great foundation. I am never going to list this in my favorites, like as an official favorite. I listed it in my top 10 favorites as a bonus because it was brand new and I really like it, but I'm never gonna say that this is an all-time favorite just because it is so expensive. It is a good foundation, and I get why so many people love it, but I just cannot say that you need to run out and buy a 200, what is it, 30, 40, something, over $200 product. That being said, I will say my all-time favorite foundation is the La Mer, which I'm wearing right now, and I do have to say I did a whole video on everything going on up here, and that'll come out probably next, I'm thinking. So if you want to know how I achieved this, it wasn't very difficult. Definitely subscribe so you don't miss that one. But anyway, a lot of you really liked it last month, and I've heard from a lot of you that this has been your number 1 foundation for years. So it has a loyal following. It's just really expensive. Okay, number 5 is this Jackie sweater, and it does come in other colors, but there is something so beautiful and unique about the salmon color that I have. I would love to hear from you though. If you've picked it up, did you get the salmon color, or did you choose one of the other colors that it comes in? I love the color salmon for this sweater anyway. I think it's a really unique shade, and I love that because of the kind of like bracelet length sleeves and that bright salmon color, it can easily be worn into spring, even in the summer if you have cooler weather in the summer. I think it's just a great sweater. Number 6, this is one of those things I'm talking about. These still keep coming up as a top 10 viewer favorite. These are the Chelsea boots from Time and True at Walmart. They are very limited in sizing on the website, but I have seen them with my own eyes in my store. So it just kind of depends where you are. I think they're great. It's funny that these are favorite, and I rarely show these even on Instagram, but they keep coming up over and over. I will say, because Walmart sells out of their shoes super quickly lately, I did place an order for, is it 3 pairs of shoes? 2 pairs of shoes, and I'm just gonna share them here. I have no reviews on them because I literally placed the order before I sat down to film this, but I wanted to give you a heads up in case you're shoe shopping and you're worried these are gonna sell out. Number 1, I'm convinced they're gonna sell out, are these braided sandals. They are very reminiscent of the Dolce Vita sandals that I have in a heel version, and Dolce Vita also has them in the flat version as well. I ordered them in the cream in my usual size 7. I believe they also come in a lavender, but I thought I'd get more wear out of the cream. And then the other pair that I just ordered, and again, not a recommendation, but I just want to let you know what's new at Walmart, are these ankle strap espadrilles. I think they're carried over from a previous season because some of the color options are very limited in sizing, but then this gold neutral option is all the sizes. So I think this might be new. It also comes in a solid red as well. I'll keep you posted to let you know how those actually turn out. Number 7 is this personal, I call it a personal refrigerator. I love it. I love mine. I store eye masks, sheet masks, eye creams, that kind of thing. I'll probably store some cold beverages in there when it gets a little warmer. Shane actually has a version of this one at his school apartment, or it's actually a little cottage, but at his school residence, he has some medicines that he needs to keep cold. You can switch out the plug for the kind that goes into like a car outlet if you want to keep things cool on a road trip. Very handy. The price point is fabulous. This would actually make a great gift for Valentine's Day for anyone you know who is a skincare addict. Still at Walmart, and number 8 is the Time and True Lightweight Anorak. I actually have never had a chance to wear this yet out of the house, but I can't wait because it means that it's warmer than what we're going through right now, but it's still a little cool springtime type action. It's my favorite kind of weather. This is just a true jacket. It's not a fashion accessory. It functions as a jacket. It's a water resistant material, but it's still cute, which I really appreciate. And I think Time and True did a great job on this one. Number 9, is it all Walmart? No, the last thing in the top 10 is not from Walmart. Number 9 is what I'm calling my denim tier dress from Walmart. I have raved about this. I posted a million times. I wore it on my cruise. Now it has been released in even more colors, including a cream, an olive green, a pink plaid, a pink floral, and a solid white. So if the light chambray shade is not your thing, tons of other colors. Just a reminder, it is generously sized. Like, I am in an extra small and there is still room. I am not an extra small at the moment. So just want to give you a heads up. And number 10, I'm thinking this was because a lot of you who watch me live in Texas or in a winter storm area and were reminded of the February snowstorm last year in anticipation of this year's snowstorm that luckily did not really affect us down in San Antonio. I know that other people were not so lucky, but this was a big seller in January, and this was number 10. It was the Energizer. They call it the camping lantern. It is a lantern, of course, but it also has this little plug here. You can charge things with it has a USB port. That's what I was going to say. It has a USB port, so you can plug in your cell phone, iPad, what have you, and charge it up. And I have several of these, and they were all charged up and ready to go. Not charged up. I changed the batteries. Hello. Batteries were refreshed and ready to go in case we lost power with that most recent storm. I think it was Winter Storm Landon, but luckily got cold, but we didn't lose any power. All right, let's jump into the breakout categories. I have 6 actually for beauty. Number 1, of course, we've already talked about the La Prairie Skin Caviar. Number 2 is this guy. This got used a lot in Mexico and Belize. This is the Revlon Volcanic Oil Absorbing Face Roller. Talked about this a ton, but especially when you don't want to deal with powdering your face, this works really well for all skin types. Number 3, I'm not wearing this right now, but it's the new L'Oreal Balm Lipstick, and I have it in the shade Pastel Exhaltation. It's such a pretty shade. It's a little light, which I wanted, but now I'm kind of curious and I kind of want all the shades just so that there's a little more pigment. But if you are familiar with sort of like the Tarte Juicy lip balms, it's a similar feel, more lipsticky than balmy though, just like a shade more onto the lipstick side, but still that really moisturizing kind of feel on the lips. I really like it. Obviously a lot of you did as well. Where are we? 4. This guy, I don't know where this popped up, like why this got so popular in January, but maybe it was I did my best of Amazon. I think this was in it. It's the SGX NYC, the Do It All. It's a 3-in-1 dry shampoo, texturizer, and a little bit of hairspray. I didn't link it to Amazon this time. For some reason, Amazon jacked up the price. It's like almost $20 on Amazon. I did link it to Target. It's a normal price at Target. I don't know if it's actually in the Target stores, but I found it on the Target website. So just want to let you know, when I look for my links, I don't just link to necessarily the most convenient. I also link to the best price. I don't want you guys to have to pay any more than is necessary. So this thing is fantastic. I actually used it today. Volumizes, refreshes, and holds. That's what it says on the can. And then 2 more things. Again, I can't believe how many of you managed to snag this thing. If you weren't aware, I've been posting alerts every time I get an alert that the Dyson Airwrap is back in stock on the Nordstrom website. And apparently a lot of you snagged it in time because I've been hearing from you and I'm seeing the links that you're buying it. I did take this with me on the cruise. I just didn't take this case. This case is a little nuts. I just put it in a packing cube, the components that I used. And I do still owe you a tutorial, and I'm actually gonna film that as I'm sitting down. I'm going to film that tomorrow. Tomorrow's a hair washing day, and I'm gonna show you how I round brush my hair using the Dyson Airwrap. It'll be the first of probably 2 tutorials. Not ready to give you a tutorial on the actual air wrapping component because I'm not that good at it. So I should not be telling you how to do it. I need to be watching somebody else's tutorials on that. And then the last thing, a lot more budget friendly and still a favorite, the L'Oreal Hyaluronic Serum. Love this thing, just got a new bottle because I used mine up, and it's 2.5% hyaluronic acid and caffeine, so it's great for under the eyes, helps with puffiness, hydration, fine lines, dark circles, but I also put it on all my fine lines because I have a lot. So basically this is a full face serum for me now. I really, really like it. All right, let's move on to accessories. The Time and True Booties would be number 1, and again, check your local store if you can't find them through the line. Another one that just popped up out of nowhere, the no tie shoelaces. I say that, but I know I included these in my best of Amazon, so that's probably why. I have them in many, many colors. These were the first ones I bought in the white. I just like making all of my tie shoes slip on. I like the more streamlined look, and I obviously personally prefer something I can just slip on instead of having to worry about bending over and tying my shoes throughout the day because I am inherently lazy. I need your advice on this, so listen closely. So number 3 on accessories, I love that you guys are like me. Like I'm all over the place in what I love. Like I am wearing La Mer foundation and an Amazon shirt. I mean, if I like it, I don't care if it's high end or if it's bargain basement budget pricing. To me, it's all good as long as it makes me happy and I like it. So I love that I have a shoe on here from Walmart that made your favorites. And then I have this $400 plus shoe from Sarah Flint. So a lot of you are enjoying the Perfect Pump. I love it too. I'm about to place another order with them. This is the 80 or 85 millimeter, and it's nice and comfortable, but I do like a higher heel, especially when it's super comfortable. So I'm gonna place an order for the 100 millimeter. I just can't decide. I mean, it's not an impulse buy, right? I mean, this is a bit of an investment here. So I wanna make sure I get a shoe I'm gonna get a lot of use out of. I'm not at the point where I have so many shoes that I can spend over $400 on a shoe that's more of a statement piece. So I want your advice. Do I go with black leather? I do have a pair of black leather high heel pumps, the Christian Louboutin ones that I actually love and are very comfortable. So I'm leaning towards not the black leather. Or do I do black suede? Or do I do this sort of gunmetal metallic shade that could go with a lot of the things that I wear? I also have a nude patent leather already in Jimmy Choo that I would keep wearing. So those are the current choices. I'm also just gonna link to the shoe and you can go through there and decide what you think I should get. I really do value your advice. So let me know in the comments what color Perfect Pump should I get next. As far as the rest of the accessories, I only have 4 and this is the 4th one. Number 4 on your viewer favorites from January 2022 or these Huggy Hoop earrings from Kendra Scott. I have them in the vintage gold. They also come in the traditional bright gold, like the necklace here, and silver. I love them, and they're hollow, so they're totally lightweight. There's nothing to them. Okay, lifestyle, running through it really quick. Number 1 and number 2, and technically number 3, we've already talked about the Cozy Throw, the personal refrigerator, and this guy. Number 3 is the Kendra Scott jewelry box. So many of you have said that you love the recommendation, you asked for it for the holidays, or you're going to ask for it for Valentine's Day, and you absolutely love it. I store 90-something% of my jewelry in there, and I could put more. It's huge. It's their biggest one. There's also a tall version that's a little less expensive, but goes up more vertically, and I like that one too. I don't think I can justify both of them. And then there's also what's called the medium version. It's a little bit smaller. It's about half the price of the big one, but it does have a pull-out part with sections and stuff like that. So very user-friendly. So depending on your budget, you may want to choose one of the other two options, but all three of them are gorgeous and definitely deserve to be displayed. Like they're not something you just tuck away. They're really nice, like home decor on top of a functional storage box. And then the last thing that I wanted to share that made your favorites is something I'm actually about to use this afternoon. I need to do a little bit of laundry and I'll be using this. This is the Woolite 20-minute dry care cleaner. This comes with a pack of 14 of them. And what it is, so you have like dry clean only things. I use these a lot on my sweaters. You put, I think 4 or 5 garments of a like kind, like all blouses or all sweaters, in your dryer. You open this packet up, you unfold it. It looks like a fabric softener sheet, except it's wet. You unfold it. If there are any garments that you're putting in there that have an actual visible stain, you use this sort of as like a stain treater. Then you throw the whole thing in, put it in your dryer on medium for 20 minutes, and you have clothes that are wrinkle-free, clean. They've basically been dry cleaned in your dryer. So much more economical than taking them to a dry cleaner. And I've noticed quite a few dry cleaners near us have actually gone out of business, probably because people just aren't getting dressed like they used to. So there's not a demand. But it's nice to know that when I need to do some dry cleaning, this can work out. So that's it. Those were the viewer favorites for January 2022. I'm still having a hard time with that year. In my head, it's still 2020. We'll get there. Maybe it won't be till September, but we're gonna get there. So those were your favorites from last month. I cannot wait to see what February brings. I'm trying out a bunch of new products. I've been playing with some things. I put in some orders for some things. So I cannot wait to share a bunch of new stuff this month. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the fun. Remember, I need your input on those shoes. Help me out. I'll let you know what I end up getting. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video. So thanks so much for hanging out. I'll see you there. Bye.